Hey, what's going on, guys? Logdotzip here. I don't think y'all ready. Do you see what the sign says, baby? It's time. The 16W50A Snapshot, literally a snapshot out of nowhere. I don't think anyone was expecting this thing to come out today. It is currently December 15th, and we're in 16W50A. This is likely going to be the Minecraft 1.11.1 update, and there have been some exciting changes, including a brand new enchantment, changes to flight, fireworks, changes to bows, a new item. Ooh, it's good stuff. What we have right over here is a nice little obstacle course I have set up outlining all the different changes in the latest snapshot, which you can get right now in your Minecraft launcher. So I recommend you go do that, but not before you watch this video. And if you want to see more snapshot update videos on the channel, then please do drop a like rating on the video, me much appreciated. Subscribe to see them right as they come out. And with that, let's go ahead and start, baby. 3 brand new enchantments. Well, 1 brand new enchantment, different levels. It is known as Sweeping Edge. That's right. Sweeping Edge is a new enchantment for your Minecraft swords. Way out in the distance over there are some husks that we need to take care of using the new Sweeping Edge enchantment. But we got a little bit of a journey ahead of us. That's all the way over there. If you couldn't tell, we got some serious walking to do. But we will get to those guys eventually. For the time being, we've got some villager friends right here. They're going to act as our test subject instead. Now, the sweep attack, you'll notice it will hit the other villagers next to the main one, but you'll see that it's only doing insignificant amounts of damage to those middle villagers. They survive a lot longer than your villager in the center here. But what the Sweeping Edge enchantment does is it treats those sweeping attacks as if they were a lot more powerful. So check this out. Boom! Those two are eliminated. The higher the enchantment, the more damage the sweeping attacks will do. Up to 75% of damage can be retained depending on what enchantment and what sword type you are using. Suddenly, sweep attacks are extremely powerful. And if you didn't notice, by the by, there is now a new indicator when your sweep attack and when your full-blown attack bar is ready. There's a little exclamation point underneath the hot bar, little sword icon right here. Do you see that thing? That means you are fully ready to attack at full speed. Not only that, but it's now an indication of if you are close enough to attack the mob or not. So look, can't reach the villager, can't reach the villager, can reach the villager. Do you see that? We'll even do it in survival mode really quick. Now we can't reach the villager, too far. A little bit closer, still can't. A little bit closer, still can't. But, boom, baby. Killed him. Ooh. Gonna be extremely useful for PvP situations as well as PvM situations. But the Sweeping Edge is an amazing enchantment. And not only that, but you can combine it with other enchantments such as Sharpness, Smite, Bane of Arthropods, etc. However, do note that the Sweeping Edge will not take those enchantments into consideration when you are attacking mobs. At best, it's going to be 75% no matter what. Now, while Sweeping Edge enchantments are nice and all, on the flip side of things, there have been some nerfs involving some enchantments. Namely, Infinity and Mending and Bows have been reportedly not working in all instances all the time. We're going to test this ourselves right now, but all over Reddit, users have been reporting the fact that Mending and Infinity Bows no longer work together. So I'm gonna give myself a bunch of levels right now, experience. Ooh, get that good stuff, baby. It may even be just a glitch that they're not working. We're gonna find out right now. We're gonna combine our bow with our Infinity. There's some Infinity right here. It looks as though we need an arrow. Give at P. I thought I was prepared. And now we have ourselves our Mending enchantment as well. So put the bow in there. We'll put this in here. And let's try and put them together. So it looks like we can combine them together just fine. And if we were to fire this off, it looks as though the Infinity part works. So now what if I give myself some bottles of enchanting while I'm holding the bow? Let's see. No, it looks like it repaired it just fine. Interesting. What about if we use mob experience instead of balls of enchanting? Let's summon in a mob, see what he can do to us, huh? So, we're gonna do this instead. So we've got some durability down. Husk is neutralized. Wow. Well, looks like that's been a debunked mystery. Everyone is saying these two don't work together. Looks like they work together just fine. But speaking of bows, we are moving on to the next change in this snapshot. It is a change to flight as we know it. So currently there is a form of flying. Nice. I was trying to give myself arrows. I forgot that they just... Alright, take it easy, man. There's currently a form of flying you can do that involves a punch bow Elytra, and usually infinity. Namely, you punch yourself with the bow while you're flying to maintain flight. So we're gonna try and do that right now. Yeah, you see? So you punch yourself, and it allows you to kind of gain some... if I could just do it! Okay, yeah, so the basic idea is you launch yourself with the punch bow, and it lets you gain momentum. Like, look how high up we just went from that simple little... Watch, you ready for that? Yo, get it! So, those days are over. You don't need to do that anymore. It just got infinitely easier. We're gonna get rid of the arrows. We don't need any of that stuff, baby. The key is simple. Y'all ready for this? Fireworks. That's right, we're gonna make ourselves some fireworks right now so you can see the changes that have been made to fireworks. They now act as a jetpack, pretty much, when you've got your Elytra on. Most people don't mess with fireworks. That's about to change. If you don't know how to make fireworks, it's quite simple. All you really need is gunpowder and paper, and you can make yourself a firework rocket. Depending on how much gunpowder you add, you can have a flight 2 duration, a flight 3 duration, but it maxes out at that. You could also add a firework star, which would be gunpowder along with a dye of some sort, and that will make a firework star. And from there, you can combine it too, and that will make a new explosive type of firework that we'll be exploring in a second. So I'll make those right now, but for the time being, all we want to do is get 1 piece of paper and 3 gunpowder. That will make us flight duration 3 rockets. Now, I suppose we may as well make the other 2 lengths just so we can compare them when we are doing our flight test right now. So, we got more than enough rockets now, and I'm going to show you exactly how this baby works. The Elytra has just received a makeover. When you are flying with your Elytra, right-click with a firework, and lo and behold, look at this. You can now use fireworks to boost yourself to ridiculous speeds and heights. We're going straight up! Look at this! You gotta be joking me! And not only that, but you can do hairpin turns. Look at this. Boom, 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 without losing any momentum whatsoever. Now that's the duration 1 fireworks. Let's see. Duration 2 gives you an even longer speed boost, it seems. Oh wait, we're still on duration 1. Worst guy, placebo effect. Okay, look, now let's see. Okay, actually, I'm not sure if it's hard to tell if it's giving you any actual. Let's try with a distance 3, huh? Boom! Hey, hey! Yo, that's something else. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Okay, that's that length. Now, how about try this with 1? Okay, yeah, I'll tell you what. It looks like it's the exact same distance. Yo, this honestly, this thing has to receive a nerf. Are you watching me right now? You don't even need to... Like, I'm going to show you something that I discovered. What? You see me upside down? Best day of my life? Check this out. Right here, we're going to do something ridiculous. I'm going to launch off with my Elytra without even needing a... Watch. You see that? If you time your jump perfectly appropriately, you know, you can kind of like... you can kind of like do that little if you do that right and then right click the firework right as you are ready to launch off, you can instantly get airtime from the ground. You don't need anything anymore. There's technically another type of launcher that you can use using ladders that I saw on Dockham77's video. You can find a link to that in the description, by the way. He's got some fantastic Elytra launchers. I truly don't think they're going to be necessary unless this gets nerfed. It might get nerfed, in which case those launchers might be useful. But another thing you can do is there's a glitch with Elytra where if you go down a ladder while you are holding jump with an Elytra on, you will start to open your wings. You see, look. Nice. Falling the worst guy. Okay, but now you know what we're trying to do here. We're falling down the ladder slowly, and then right as we start going down it, if we look up and then use our firework, that's another way to launch off. Alternatively, you can use this to get through water extremely quickly. If you're kind of just bobbing, you can do the kind of same old thing with the Elytra, where if you just tap your jump long enough, you'll initiate your Elytra mode. And then, if you right-click, you'll actually get horizontal momentum in water. Yeah! Oh! There we go! Ultimate underwater movement speed. Best thing in the world. Elytra just became your ultimate travel companion. Get one. Anyways, now it's about time to deal with these zombies, the husks. We're gonna have to go get our sword from over here. I'm thinking we should get a nice sweeping edge 3 sword. Let's do it, baby. Let's go ahead and rock it. Look, I mean, look at that. Do you see? It's gotta be nerfed. There's no way. It's time to take out these husk friends. We actually have ourselves a little bit of regen, so we should be able to take out these mobs. Now, if you notice here, a good amount of these guys have on some golden hose, chest plates, helmets. Some of them even have boots on. There's a reason for that. New smelting abilities have been added to armors, namely gold and iron armors can now be smelted down into a new item that we'll be showing you in a second, but it is known as the iron nugget. Let's go ahead and get into the action right in here, huh, baby? It's time to take these out with our sweeping edge, and you will see how much faster we take out this group of husks as opposed to previously without a sweeping edge enchantment. They are all receiving mostly full damage, and you will see they are all starting to just go down step at a time. Where normally this entire set of mobs would be a lot bigger threat, we are now taking care of all of these guys pretty much all in one swing. Look at that. And they've all dropped their armor, because what we're going to do with all this gold and iron is smelt it down into additional pieces of nuggets. Y'all ready? Now get out of here, you Elytra. There we go. Much better. Yikes, that thing is dangerous. What we have over here is a bunch of furnaces as well as some coal for us to use and smelt our things down. This is a brand new feature you can use your furnaces with. So we'll go ahead and grab this coal. We'll put one of these. I'll put the fireworks away for the time being. I've had my fun. We'll put one in here, and note, when you try and smelt gold and iron, from here on out, you will start to get nuggets in return. One thing to keep in mind is that no matter what you are placing inside your furnace, whether it's a helmet, whether it's a chest plate, whether it's boots, whether it's a sword, anything made out of gold or iron, essentially, you'll be able to smelt down. But, like I said, the key part here is you're only going to get one nugget each, and this introduces the iron nugget, as we saw. We'll go ahead and cook another one of these guys down. Boom, baby. What else isn't cooking? We'll put in some iron boots. Fresh iron boots. Even fresh pair of iron boots. You'll all see every single thing we put in here, no matter what, is only going to grab us one nugget apiece. Iron nuggets, gold nuggets, ahoy, baby. It's about time we had a breakdown of iron. Now, this is really exciting because normally when you adventure through Minecraft, you just happen across tools you don't need anymore, or bad enchantments, for example. Now you can smelt those down and actually get somewhat of a return on your investment. Ooh, not bad. But on that, we have more information on the iron nugget. It is smithed using iron ingots or by crafting things down, but you can get 9 iron nuggets for 1 iron bar, or you can put them back into an iron ingot again. It's pretty much the same thing as gold ingots or gold nuggets, except with iron. Now, there are not any known recipes, and I don't think there's any recipes at all for any of the iron nuggets. You can't make chainmail with it. As much sense as that would make, this would technically mean a chainmail armor piece would only take 1 piece of iron in order to have enough nuggets to draw a chest plate. And honestly, that's just overpowered, baby. That said, my friends, it's time to show you the last part of this update. So let's take to the skies and head back over to the firework. Ooh, well, there's a sneak peek. We grabbed the wrong type of firework. Certain types of fireworks can now actually deal damage to other players, including the one that set it off. Namely, anything used with a firework star of some sort. So, when you add a die with any gunpowder, you can get yourself a firework star. Rather, anytime you add a gunpowder with any die, you get yourself a firework star. You can combine these with more gunpowder as well as with a piece of paper to make an explosive firework rocket. These are different from the ones over here that were just the duration ones. What we have right over here is a way to contain this firework so you can see exactly what it is capable of doing. Look at this. Ah, you see that? It will actually do damage now. Explosive firework rockets are capable of performing explosions, and they can hurt you. You see this? I'm taking serious damage. The only reason I'm not is because I've got regen on. So you can use these as weapons. There are firework cannons. In fact, I have a video that shows you exactly how you can make yourself a firework launcher. This can now be used to kill opponents and mobs by using explosive fireworks. And the great part about it is it doesn't do any block damage. We now have cannons capable of doing damage that won't affect the terrain around you. Not bad. Oh, I died. And check out that death message. Logdotzip went off with a bang. That is a new death message as well. Overall, though, my friends, an amazing snapshot. I get through the door. Normally, snapshots are only bug fixes. This one added a plethora of new features, in my opinion. All the same, my friends, that has been this snapshot review of 16W50A, likely the 1.11.1 update. If you enjoy and you want to see more snapshot videos, ran out of breath, on the channel, please do drop a like rating. I'd be much appreciated. And, of course, subscribe so you can see the next one right as it comes out, because it'll probably be coming out real soon, my friends. That said, also check out my 1.11 custom command survival experience that you can find on the channel as well. Have a good day, my friends, and we will see you later.